Hello Internet, this is Roshi and I'm back with another reaction, this time reacting to Genshin Impact's character anecdote, The Lights of Lantern Rite. As I could see already, this looks very painterly, nice watercolors, some cel-shaded character stuff. I think there's xianyun in it because of the thumbnail. I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look. Let me shrink myself down and we'll get right into it. Whoop. There we go. And begin.
抱歉，有点工作耽搁了。那个，已经开始试吃了吗？
时间刚好，来尝尝刚出炉的点心。这孩子，兴许是吃太极烫着了。没事吧？要不要喝口水？
不要，就是不知为何有点辣。
啊，为了增加驱寒的功效，本仙研制了新口味的馅料，加了绝云椒椒。不过本仙也考虑到绝云椒椒口感有些辛辣。方才已经让申鹤去奥藏山取些清新中和。
快吃尝尝，嘿嘿，顺便猜猜哪盘是我煮的，哪盘是神机做的。
这个很特别。
那个是……等等，你不觉得味道有点特别吗？
特别，确实特别好吃。本仙独家秘方，自然口味绝佳。这么点儿，怕是不够吃吧？等着，本仙这就多做2盘。
Oh man. All right. Oh boy. That was, oh man. This was so cute. Okay. Let me adjust myself here as I talk about this thing. All right. Man. There's something about this that is very, oh, there's so many words to use right now. I mean, I love it, first of all. If that wasn't obvious, I don't know. I was really sucked in watching this thing. I really like the very traditional feel that it has. Yeah, I mean, it works so well for this. Like I said, you have the watercolor like backgrounds. You have these characters that are bright, they're standing out, and it's like a cel-shaded look, but at the same time, there's still that traditional feel to it. They still have bold ink lines, like actually the appearance of drawn with a brush. Now, realistically, this was probably all done digitally, but they still did it in a way where it has that look. It has, they use the correct digital brushes or whatever that is for those ink lines, for these colors. Everything is very, as far as colors go, not characters, flat. But yeah, it's just, oh man, they, sorry, I'm just scrolling through it right now just to have a look here. And they still have these other little effects going on that you can easily miss. Like, you know, there's all this food on the table and it's steaming. The food's hot, it's steaming, and they actually have like these smoke effects, probably with using After Effects or something like that, to show that like, oh, it's warm, it's good food, right? Because if you were going to draw smoke in this style, it would probably be a lot more bolder, a lot more thicker, and it would cover the food for the most part. Sure, you could probably add some transparency there, but it would take away, it'd almost be too much on screen. There's already a lot on screen here, but by having the actual more realistic smoke effect here, the steam effect, it still gives you that like, oh, this is hot food, this is good stuff, while keeping the same style with everything else. There's so much going on, but it doesn't feel too cluttered because you can easily focus on where you need to look at any given time. And even if you do stray from the path of what you're supposed to perceive, you can see other little details. Like you might be looking at Xiangling here because she's reacting to Shenhe, and you have Guoba who's in the center of the screen. It's been like they're all surrounding like these two. But then if you stray a little bit to the right, a character who is also pretty bright is xianyun, and just that look on her face. Yeah, it's great. There's just so many nice little details here. Let's see. Yep, all the food. You got the sparkles. You got the steam. Man, like once again, they do these things where you could pick a moment and like it's a wallpaper. You know what I mean? Like just stuff like that. That's a wallpaper. You know. Well, I'm kind of like in the middle of something here. But it's a wallpaper. You know what I mean? There's so much stuff going on.
要不要喝口水？
不要，就是不知为何有点辣。
Okay, yeah. And let me turn off the closed captions for a second. I don't know. And you see, I love seeing these characters interact with each other because you get to see all their personalities bounce off. Xiangling trying to like, you know, it's always something to do with food. She's always trying to improve her stuff. She's always trying to show you something. Trying things out. This is in reference to Xianyun's, well, later on in this later scene that we looked at before, Xianyun's machine that she made. She invented a machine that creates food. I know that it's not really dove into too much, but it is talked about in an event that I reacted to. I don't think everyone has got to see that yet, but my members can. Which is called, man, it's escaping me right now. But it's the one about Guoba. You know the one. That one. I reacted to that one. And there's a moment where Xianyun shows up as Cloud Retainer in bird form, and she's like, hey, I made a machine, and I'm making food. You better come check it out. And then she vanishes, and she's not anywhere else until like maybe the end or something. I don't know. She's not really in it anymore. Actually, I'm thinking of something else. Yeah, no, she just kind of disappears from that event, from that whole story right there. But apparently, I think it was like a mini game or something you could do during that event, where you could mess with her machine and actually make stuff. And that's cool. That's a cool little aspect there. And here we're actually kind of seeing that in a more, like, you know, cinematic animated form, with that being referenced and talked about. And it's a whole thing between these characters. But once again, just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, is it just me, or did they make... Ganyu's looking a little... She's bursting with personality in this one. Anyway, I'm not complaining. They're just doing me favors. Anyway, so I think this has been absolutely beautiful. The style is so unique. It's very smooth. Hold on, let me just watch this opening part right here for a second.
有点工作耽搁了。那个，已经开始试吃了吗？
时间刚好，来尝尝刚出炉的点心。
Okay. So, throughout this whole thing, especially just right there, for example, just what we watched, like not even 10 seconds. Throughout the entirety of this 2-minute animation, it's showing this very unique style, this very cool watercolor background, these very vibrant characters done with a nice bold ink and nice bright colors. And it's not moving like a slideshow. It's not moving like a picture book. Not saying that's always a bad thing, because it's a very unique thing that Genshin Impact animated shorts usually do. Half the time, I should say. Not all of them are like that, but a lot of them are. But this is huge to me, because it's experimental, and it's also very, very good quality. You know, something that Sunset wasn't. This is what I'm talking about. The fact that there's so much attention to detail here, and that it's smooth, and it tells a story. It's really good, instead of just, let's just tell the story in slideshow format. Like, it works sometimes, but not when you're going to watch it for 10 minutes long. Anyway, this is done extremely well. The characters' personalities really shine. The style is there. It's an overall joy. If they made a mini-series of Genshin Impact, which I know that they won't, but if they ever made a mini-series of just like random everyday slice of life stuff in Genshin Impact, just like minute to 2 minute long videos, like these anecdotes, if these anecdotes just continued in this style, I would be ecstatic. I would make a whole series about that, because that's just, it deserves the attention. It deserves the attention and to be analyzed and looked at deeper and just shown for what it could truly mean. I'm losing my words here. I am very pleased. I'm very happy about this, and I hope that you enjoyed it as well. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think of this style? What do you think of this anecdote in general? Does it make you want more of this kind of thing? And if you do want something else like this, another anecdote, I know they've done a couple others in the past, but like this is probably the best one so far, in my opinion. Not because Ganyu's in it or anything. That'd be silly. That's crazy. It has nothing to do with that. But I mean, if you want them to do more of this kind of stuff in the future, what is something you'd want them to tackle? What is a story idea? Even if it's a simple, just little day in the life, whatever, what is something you would want to see them do? Let me know in the comment section down below. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like the video, leave a comment down below, check out the description for additional ways of how to support me, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Share the video, all that good stuff. Every little bit counts. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.